Hello, I'm Shannon C. Willis, and welcome to Maximize Monday. Do you ever feel like you're on the threshold of transition? Do you feel like you're on the cusp of your kairos or the brink of your breakthrough? Do you feel like you're ready to know the secret of how to get through your open door? Well, I'm so glad that you are. And you desire to know these things because there is a secret on how to get through the open door. And I want to share it with you. God gave it to me. He shared it with me. And the first thing I want to talk about or I want you to first recognize and discern is what Apostle Paul said when he mentioned about this open door in 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 9, a very familiar text, but I want to read it for you. Apostle Paul said, "For a great door and effectual is open unto me, and there are many adversaries." What Apostle Paul was saying is, this is a mega door. MEGA, a mega door. It's a huge door. It's an ancient, virtuous, important, highly esteemed door. It's an excellent entrance. It's a stately passage that has been filled with God's preeminent blessings on the other side of it. It's a door that is specifically and tailor made for sheep and sheep only. It's a door of opportunity for something, to do something. It's a gateway that is active, it's operative, and it is powerful. And it's open just for you and just for me. God opened this door. It's not a shut door, it's an open door. But it says something in here that we cannot ignore. It says that even though this door is open, even though it's a mega door, even though it's ancient, it's stately, it's a gateway of promise, it's filled with the preeminent blessings of God, there are many adversaries that are surrounding this open door. In other words, there are those who will come and oppose, they will challenge, they will be contrary. They're there to just aggravate and frustrate us from going through the door. This is directly from the enemy. These are those that are sent by the enemy, because this is what the enemy does. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He tries to distract us and get us to divert off of the path. He tries to keep us from going through our open door. Believers, I just want you to know this. We are running a spiritual race. We are in a race and we are running, and the enemy is trying to do everything he can to get us to divert off of the path so we don't run through that open door. But I love what Apostle Paul said in Galatians chapter 5 verse 7. He said this to the Galatian people in the Galatian church. He said, "Who hindered you? You ran well, but who hindered you? Who stopped you? Who interfered with you that you should not obey the truth? Who stopped you?" Because the enemy is attempting to stop us. He's trying to get us to not cross over the threshold of transition. He's trying to stop us. He's trying to prohibit us from crossing over the cusp into the Kairos season that God has for us. He doesn't want us to, he knows we're on the brink of breakthrough. He's trying to do everything he can to stop that. And it tells us those who hinder, those who try to oppose and challenge us from going through the door. The Bible clearly defines them and identifies them. Apostle Paul identified them as adversaries surrounding the door. These adversaries are sent, just like God has sent ones, the enemy has sent ones. And he has sent these people who are carrying this spirit. Their sent mission is to hinder the work, stop us from going through the open door. They're sent by the chief adversary, the accuser of the brethren, the father of lies himself, Satan, the devil. There are many adversaries at the door, but we cannot be distracted by those adversaries. But I'll just give you one today. One adversary that's at the door that can be identified by name. There are many others that I'm going to give you, but there's just one today that I'm going to share with you. One that can be named specifically. It goes beyond just the general group of adversaries. It has a name. One of them has a name, and I'll share it with you. In Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, it gives a name. It says this, and I'm going to read this from the Message Bible. You can read it in King James Version so you can see what I'm saying is absolute truth found in the Word of God. In Genesis 4:7, it says, "If you do well, won't you be accepted? And if you don't do well, sin is lying at your door, waiting for you, ready to pounce. It's out to get you. You got to master it." See, sin is lying at the door like a beggar, trying to distract us, trying to get our attention, trying to get us to give in to his ugly agenda. Sin is one of those adversaries that is at our door, trying to divert us off of the path, the trail that has been blazed for us to just cross over the brink. That's one of the adversaries that I'm going to share with you. But I know you're asking, you said it was a secret to get through the open door. Well, there is. The first secret that I'm going to share with you of how to get through your open door is to recognize. First of all, recognize, identify, observe, discern, perceive that there are many adversaries that are trying to stop you and opposing you, attempting to impede your entrance from going in to receive on the other side the promise, the preeminent blessings, the abundance, the favor of God, the opportunity to do something. The enemy is trying to get you from getting to all of those things that God has already said you can have. So that's one of the secrets. Please share it with everyone so they can know also that there is an enemy that is trying to stop them. And that enemy is known as a collective group as adversaries that are trying to stop you from getting through your open door. I hope that you were blessed and enlightened by this word. And I also look forward to seeing you this Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, on my Facebook page, Transform and Transcend Tuesday. I cannot wait to share the word of God with you. So I look forward to seeing you and you joining me on that day. Share, share, share. Make sure the word gets out there. If you know someone that needs to know or hear this word, make sure you share it with them. But until then, I'm Shannon C. Willis, and you have been maximized.